Okay, so to do mileage sheets, you can either open up Explorer and find your mileage sheet that way, or go into Excel and say File Open. So if I say File Open, and they're going to be in timesheets, personal vehicle mileage sheets. There should be a mileage sheet for everybody. If there isn't one for you, it's probably because you haven't done a mileage sheet before and you have no vendor number. There's one at the bottom that you can use, and Shalon will create a new one for you when she does your mileage sheet. So here I am. Now, the mileage sheets in the past have never had this last column. This last column has a drop-down menu for whatever program you use. If you have multiple programs, you're going to have to obviously choose from multiple options here. I'm indirect, so if I come over here and say mileage between sites. For convenience, I put a separate page in here for mileage between sites. Fayette Street's 3.31 miles. And then down here at the bottom you get this error because here needs to also match here. If you have multiple codes, you need a code over here for each code you have over here. Note that if I say Head Start, we'll just add a bunch for demonstration's sake. And okay, then down below here I need Head Start 17 Travel PF16 UPK Binghamton and EHS 17. It comes up with an amount for each program that you used here, and when this total equals this total, then that error over here goes away. Note that also when you have these things, or each item here also coincides with an element and GL code up here. That's required for the accounting software. Since I don't have any of these, I can delete those. If you would like to sort the menu, this sort order here, you can come through and say whatever you want. Like, I would say 1 here, and at night I will run a script that actually sorts this section by whatever number is in this column C. So if you do want specific things to be on top for your convenience, I can sort them for you. Other than that, that gets our element codes. I'll leave that like it is for the time being for demonstration purposes. If I could type my name right. Approved, that'll be filled out later. Supervisor's username. Just put in your supervisor's username. It's not the complete email address. And that is what DocuWare uses to send your supervisor a mail message notifying them that you want to get paid. So highlight the thing. You'll see in a minute why you want to highlight that. And then say File, Print. And notice how it says page 1 of 54. That's why you only want to print the selection. It doesn't hurt anything if you print all 54 pages, but it's kind of obnoxious. Change the printer to DocuWare. And then make sure you come back here and say page layout size is tabloid. If you don't have that set up to tabloid, it obviously cuts this off. And in DocuWare, it actually needs these items in these specific spots in order for it to work correctly, bringing your mileage numbers in. So if I say print here, then in a moment I will get something in my mail from DocuWare. Okay, so I got this thing from DocuWare in my mail. Open it up, and it just happens to be the mileage sheet that I just submitted. So, for supervisors, all you need to do is click the little stamp here, click the little supervisor approved thing, bring the stamp over, click it and stamp it, and then you're done. What that does is it then changes the status so that Nora will get a mail message, she can stamp it, and then Daryl will get a message, he'll stamp it, and then it'll go back to Shalon so she can write the check. If you are a program director and you are also a direct supervisor, always use the supervisor approved here. If you use the program director approved, it won't actually send the thing to Nora because it will change the status. Rather than supervisor approved, it will change it to program director approved, and Nora won't actually get the mail message. One other thing to consider, if I log out of here and close this, if you want to go in and look at your sheets, you can go into DocuWare, finance search. You can search for document type of personal vehicle travel voucher, originator. I'm going to say me, search, and it will bring up every mileage sheet that I have done. Now, this says status supervisor approved because this is the one that I just did, and I just stamped it with supervisor approved. Also note that the GL code, because I put all those GL codes in for demonstration purposes, the element codes are all filled in, the GL codes are all filled in, and it actually reads that stuff. It reads all of these, and then it reads this for the description, and the amounts obviously for these other GL codes that I had nothing in here, the amount's 0. Have a nice day.